says it's a bit cheeky, but I think it's the old man of the sea. This point. There's my box. And if it looks weird, you know, they do these YouTube videos. So throw my shoulders off of Pluto. Ooh, okay, and this hurts like hell. It hurts like hell. That is definitely the cause of your demise. It's kind of difficult to accept that I have the symbol and I'm drinking my tea now because I've just wrote a prescription for myself for Saturn. You know, I had a bottle of aspirin, and you can take like 24 of these tablets and it won't bother you. But that's the kind of scale that I'm talking about. So you have to be careful. And you know, you can let the sun do his job because I have a little bit of indigestion and I'm belching. That's a perfect time. I've taken all this in. So anyways, I'd like to tell you how to do that too, but it's very dangerous. But not as bad as that. I have the symbol for drink, right? Okay. What I didn't have is a symbol for the moon in time to catch wherever it is that I was going. So the moon fried me. I've been fried by the moon, and you may say there's a price. That's the price. Whoa. It hurts. Alright, so witchcraft. You can start with some of the sirens, but Venus persists and says, well, why don't you find out where they are? So there's black ones, the black ones flash. Well, there's gray ones. Gray ones. They're gray. They're like this. And your eyes open real wide. So Drake, in other words, Draco has said, I can see those too. You know, and this is all interdimensional. Like, if you can grasp this concept, interdimensional. Okay, there's black ones, gray ones, and some weird other colors. But generally they're black, or they're gray. Do you know which ones gray ones are? Trees. You're a gigantic tree standing over there for hundreds of years. Or her name is Methuselah. You've been talking to Methuselah. Like, where is this? So I grabbed the tree. Here's the tree. Grab the tree, and now drink the tea. Drink the tea while you have the tree. And let it go out. Why? See that? I have morning wood. I better call Sotan. But that's fascinating. you've been talking to a 3, and I'm not going anywhere. I can't move. I'm a 3. That's that's about how long you have to get away from these guests. Draco, Alderamin, Vega, Cygnus, Deneb, all of that. It's all mixed together in a bucket, so they say, interdimensional. Alright, so if you notice, I spoke out of turn, and you could generalize all of this and say, well, why don't you people just go home? You know, just go home. Um, you know, so they only. How much air is here? Like, cast this directly into the video with the tree. Oh my God, it's barely audible. So in other words, on the interdimensional universe, okay, just try to understand this slowly. I said something strange, and somebody doesn't like it, and it registers right here. It says, that's how you drink the tea. Like, it just registered over there, right? More tea, more tea, and eventually you have like a patchwork quilt all over inside your head, and generally just makes people very angry. So if you try to stitch this patchwork quilt together, you end up with a conundrum. Wouldn't it be advantageous to just simply place a ball inside of there? You know that. So you would say, mm, okay, and now I don't know if you can hear me talking or not. Now people call this suggestion. Again, that's called a suggestion. But since I just talked to Saturn, why don't you write those people a prescription for their suggestion? Well, that's an interesting suggestion. I don't know anybody else that can say that but Saturn himself. You know, because I'm a tree. I'm a tree. I can hear you talk just fine, right? Well, just send it over there, just really quickly. Point at the man. And it says, oh, I see. Because you've had difficulty breathing. And so, in other words, when I say that I can't breathe, I mean to say that this this is in the extra curve of somebody's coffer, like far away, and they won't mention it at all. But it's still there. It's still there. You see? So you can imagine the value of speaking to someone where the sun has done all he could do. Saturn is turning around and all of this, and then you said something to me. You talked to me about that, That is serious stuff. So there's a price. There's a price for that. And the price is the moon. When the moon shines and reflects the sun's light at nighttime, that means that you also have an interdimensional consequence. I can see all of this stuff. It's not a big deal. And they don't mix. They don't mix well. So you have a patchwork to deal with. Alright, so this is yours. And I don't care anymore. But to see how the cheese is slowly coming together. I don't know about that, okay, because you can't simply just drift along in the twilight. There's no twilight years, alright? I don't know. And move me over here for a minute. This is how much I can breathe, okay? Now, I'm just gonna leave the power of 3 there. And I'm not hallucinating right now because I haven't found home yet. But you can see, let's try part of my hair. That right there, that's weird, isn't it? We'll throw that over there. Okay, now we're home. You're in the cave. And this is how animals think. So I'm going to try it again. Send the blue ivy spots straight into your face. This is how much air I have here. Or there. But we're going to open this app. In this app, there's a bunch of weird stuff. So, we need a demon. Now, I already have a demon, that flashed, really loudly. Like it was like an explosion. Okay? But you need a demon for this. Because the demon belongs to the mountain. He belongs to the mountain. And that's it. So you're left to sleep here with the stars. So we have to find a star. And this is absolutely incredible. Aliens. Alien star chart. Okay, up here is, I can see Cygnus, Deneb there, and it's a circle. See how you, oh, it's a circle, okay, there. What is this? It's very bright. Draco, I believe it is. So, I'm eating noodles, so I put noodles back in my head anyway. So I'm looking straight up at the star there. The video cannot be recorded in the current. Alright, well, I don't think so. So you send the, straight at Draco, okay? That's still Draco there. I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, let's see what it is, okay? Alright, so the secret is you have to ask the sun tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, so you can see, you know, this for somebody barely trying to describe what a brain is, and it's kind of fitful, you know, the when they try to do this, but don't let them, because there's two kinds of brains, okay? There's one at the North Pole and the South Pole. Now, if you want to pin the tail on the donkey, then you spin around and around and around and around, and whenever you stop, that's your brain. That's a wonderful brain for the North Pole. Now, at the Southern Pole is a different story. The farther you can go is you're struck by lightning. So, we'll go through that when we find out where Draco is. Okay, I've done it. There's sun, and now on the count of three, Mr. Draco. 1, 2, 3. Send it into the sun. It says there's a tree, and it looks like it's been manicured. Ooh. Alright, so here's the deal. We have now that we have the symbol for Draco. I picked up some tea. You know, it's about $4 or so. It's in a bag. You know, it could be chamomile tea. They have penny royal tea. You know, if that suits your fancy. But I'm eating. But now we have the symbol for Draco. So you notice that as you're walking around, you lose some of your equilibrium. What is that about? You can add them together. You can subtract them. You can multiply them. But it's Draco. So Draco, you win. So in other words, I'm walking around and you never know when that will happen. And the place has a name and it's terrifying. It's called Deadwood. Deadwood. Yeah. Ooh, buddy. There's a way around that. So here's another thing you might notice is I just did Draco. I don't care. Keep the symbol going. I don't care. And the star is beautiful. So maybe I might go away. But keep the symbol. Right, so, you know, this gets really complicated. I have a box. Alright? So, what happened to all this money? It's disappearing. You know, so point at it. Isn't Draco right there? See this little snapping noise is right there. And carry the snapping noise and the symbol. Snapping noise, symbol, box. The power of 3.